Last time, I put all of my villagers in a random little island in the middle of my island, and whoever was the last one standing on the island won a remodel of their house. Now, the comments were not that nice. People said that Apple won, and she deserved a much better remodel than I gave her, and I think it was cute, but it definitely could have been better. So this time we're gonna do it again with a bunch more villagers, and it's gonna be a bigger stage, and everything bigger and better, and in the winter. Now let's meet our contestants that will be competing for a remodel today. First up, we have Apple, who's so happy, running around in the fields, frolicking like a frog in grass. And then we have Zucker here, who is really having such a beautiful tropical summer day in the middle of winter. I mean, there's literal snow probably falling on his head from the tree. We have Blue Bear, who can't resist giving me dirty looks every day. Like, she's always just staring in my soul. Next, I was trying to make this beautiful platform, and the second I tried to pick up the item, Blue Bear sat right next to me, brought up a nice bowl of soup, and said, "Deal with it." I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm now making a beautiful platform, and this is one of my favorite things. I love building, and then all of a sudden I see Apple wanting to leave, which was literally like 10 minutes after she was running around like an airplane, like smiling and dancing. She was so happy literally 5 minutes ago. Now I can't even complete my decorating without her soaping, considering leaving to the right of me, which is just so interesting. And then I started doing the waterways. This is my favorite part. I think water in Animal Crossing looks a lot more pretty in the winter for some reason. I think like the white snow and like the darker tones of grass and stuff and dirt, it really gives a cool contrast. I don't know, I'm not an artist, but I think it's more like cool and contrasted. Also, water just seems interesting in the winter because it's like, are you frozen? Are you not frozen? It's like the water is going through like a really self-reflecting, changing time, really growing as a person. So I'm continuing breaking up this water, making up the most beautiful platform you've ever seen in your whole entire life. And it's going to be the perfect grounds for this challenge. I'm almost done now. I'm making it a little bit smaller because I don't want you to be able to see the beach from the platform. I think it needs to be its own unique little platform, you know what I mean? Who cares about the platform? Let's get going with this challenge. So the platform's finally done. It looks amazing, and I'm finally bringing all the villagers onto the platform to have a competition. I invite Bam, Blue Bear, Marshall, a lot of your favorites, a lot of my favorites. Marshall's just sitting down very contently. He's like, okay, this is great. Blue Bear has this confession where she says, when I'm with you, I just feel like a better person. I'm like, okay, thanks. I don't know what I do on this island that's so, that's so inspirational, but now we have a really great conversation between Marshall and Bam that's talking about how Marshall had amazing plans last night, and then Bam exposed Marshall and was like, we were hanging out last night. How did you do all these things if we were just hanging out? Is Marshall a phony? Comment down below. I'm starting to think Marshall's making up some stories, and Bam is the detective getting to the bottom of all of this. Okay, moving on to the next villager coming to the island. We have Pom Pom, and Pom Pom is like, you look great. I'm walking around, getting my face out there, building my brand, being famous. She is too funny. We now have Eric over here. Eric is watering flowers. I think all the flowers will probably die in the winter. It's too cold. But then he started watering me. Like, oh, thank you. I have potential. Then 5 minutes later, he says, I'm going to throw you away like a snack. Or if you were a snack, I'd throw you away. I'm like, oh my gosh. Wow, 5 seconds later, and he's already switching up on me. Okay. I brought Marina, who's been eating a donut. Then all of a sudden, Pom Pom wants to leave the island. And I'm like, what's up with all my villagers wanting to leave my island today? This is starting to get a little sad here. Reminder, I am giving away Marina to one of my subscribers if you comment on my last video and subscribe the Among Us video. So if you want Marina, go check out that video. I'm going to pick the winner in a few days. So we have the cast of characters here. It's looking good. We have a conversation between Bam and Zucker. And then all of a sudden, Ketchup wants to leave too. And I'm just completely shocked. I'm like, this is the third villager of the day who wants to leave my island. First we had Apple, then we had Pom Pom, now we have Ketchup. and I actually agreed to let Ketchup go. So for all of the Ketchup fans in the comment sections, I know you love Ketchup, but sadly Ketchup is going to leave the island, and you will find out who replaced her at the end of this video. Very exciting. So Zucker's talking about how Blue Bear and him are trying to figure out if I'd rather lick a fish or bite a worm. This conversation happens every single day, and I'm starting to get a little tired of it. I mean, can you think of something else? Can you think of something else? So it's finally time to start this competition. I'm very excited. I'm building the classic land bridge, and if a villager walks off the island, they're done. But if they stay on the island, they have a chance to win a new house remodel. Whoever stays on here the longest is the last one standing, will survive and win that prize. So the 7 of them are starting to compete. We're seeing lots of different strategies here, and it looks like Bam is kind of looking for a way out. He's looking around left and right. We have Marshall sweeping the place. Bam looking at Blue Bear's sandwich like, is that turkey, salami, what's on there? And Marshall looks to be the first villager to leave the platform. First villager eliminated. Is he fully going to leave? Yes, he fully left the island. He said, I'm going to go broom something else. This is not broomable. I'm like, okay, fine. Okay, go somewhere else then. Blue Bear and Zucker have this weird altercation. Pom Pom is working out like she's playing Just Dance 2021 now on the Nintendo Switch. And you know, I think they're all doing their thing. We have lots of sitting happening here, lots of sitting with food. Blueberry's sitting with a sandwich. Marina's sitting with a donut. Eric is very fascinated by a dragonfly. That's a very dangerous game. You'll see that throughout this competition. Chasing insects is a big way for villagers to get kicked out of this competition. So, you know, just warning them. A lot of sitting happening here, and a conversation between Pom Pom and Eric, when all of a sudden, bam, and I'm not saying it like it's an action movie, I'm saying literally, the villager, Bam, has left the platform, which means he's eliminated from the conversation. Wait, not the conversation, the competition. Anyways, Pom Pom and Eric have this conversation where they are talking about what snack Eric should have right now. And I actually got really deep into this conversation, and I have a very fun graphic to show all of you. But first, we have to listen to what Pom Pom said about it. She says, if you have a bunch of things you like, 2 cute outfits, for example, you gotta buy both. You gotta buy both. But I don't think Eric wants to buy all 4 desserts, so I'm gonna rank them for him. So he said tart tatin on the far left, then we have raisin bread, then we have chocolate mint ice cream, and then we have creme brulee. Now this is a very tough choice for me because all of these look really good. I have no idea what a tart tatin is, but my personal favorite is creme brulee. My friend makes one of these. Oh, it's the best thing ever. It's like heaven. But I have no idea what a tart tatin is, so I would love to try a tart tatin. So that's my advice for you, Eric, if you're watching. I don't know. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. So Marshall and Zuck are having a good time. They're like, let's get out of this place. This is so lame. Let's go do something else. Eric is also choosing to leave this competition with his tin bucket. Maybe he decided, I'm going to go get myself some creme brulee and go water some flowers. Blue Bear, are we really going to lose like 4 villagers back to back? Blue Bear's thinking about it. She's got that sandwich, but she turns around the other direction and she says, I'm going to stay in this competition no matter what. I'm going to fight for it. We have Pom Pom, who is, again, one of the best strategies. You just start working out. That always does well in this competition. The best strategies you can have is sitting down, eating food, and working out. And also shout out to singing. Those are the best strategies here when deciding what you should do on an Animal Crossing Nikachu. Last villager standing on the platform wins a house remodel challenge, which I'm sure happens to a lot of your villagers. I'm sure that happens a lot to them on the daily basis. Okay, I'm being sarcastic. Anyways, they are really fighting it out here. It's been like a good 10 minutes, I'd say, maybe 20 by the time this thing's done. But they are really camping out here. They are enjoying themselves. This little dragonfly's been swirling around like he's, you know, the toilet. He's just been swirling around. And we have this other dragonfly and a third dragonfly. I mean, I don't know about you, but I think my island might have an island, like an infestation of dragonflies. We have more dragonflies than villagers here. We are outnumbered. If there's ever a dragonfly apocalypse, we will definitely lose because they are too powerful. We now have a conversation between Blue Bear and Marina. Now, Marina is very nervous here, and I totally understand her. I've had conversations like this with my friends in the past where I said, will you remember me in 5 years? Will you care about me in 5 years? But the difference here is Marina says, Blue Bear, are you going to remember me if you're famous? Are you just going to sweep me under the rug? And that is a very valid concern. Enjoy the skit. Anyways, back to the program at hand. We have Marina, Blue Bear, and Pom Pom who are all fighting for this crown to have a beautiful new home. Now, Marina is leaving the island, so I guess there's really no point for her to win this. But Blue Bear does not care. She is chasing the dragonfly. I told you that dragonfly would be, you know, the pain in someone's back at some point in this competition. We have too many dragonflies for no one to just go chase it like it's like a dog chasing a squirrel. So Blue Bear's gone, sadly. We now have Marina and Pom Pom. Pom Pom, I don't believe, has ever won any of these competitions before, and she is working hard for it. Literally, she is working out like she's, you know, Britney Spears getting ready for a music video. She is really working hard for this prize. She's dancing, she's singing, she's stretching, she is working out, she is doing everything to just not leave this island. She is trying to pass the time as fast as she can so she can leave this island with a crown on her head. It's now 2:58. I believe it's been around 20 minutes now. Marina has her little basket in her hand, and I think she's considering leaving the island. So this is really big news for Pom Pom if Marina actually does decide to leave. Let's see. We have, you know, all the time in the world, Marina, but Marina is not doing anything. She's just standing there. We can see her head, obviously still on the platform. She is not leaving. I think she's about to move. I don't know. She's looking at that snowflake really intensely. She's like, wow, what a beautiful thing. This earth is so unique and so powerful. I'm gonna go chase it. And she chased it. She chased it, and we all thought that dragonflies were the big obstacle here, but little did we know we had a seasonal twist. Snowflakes were the big obstacle of this challenge. It literally just went through her head. I hope she's okay. I hope she doesn't have a brain freeze. It literally just went through her head, and then Pom Pom over there is going like, oh baby, baby. You know, she's singing Britney Spears, having a full-on show. She's talking about how Toy Day's almost here, and she's having a great time. I wish we could all be as happy as Pom Pom. I really do. And now she's like winking at me. She's like, I hope you get the hint that, you know, I want a gift for Christmas. Well, little does Pom Pom know that right now, in the next 4 minutes, we are going to be building her the best remodel she's ever seen. But first, Marshall has this huge fight with Eric I want you to listen to. To be honest with you, I have no idea what was going on there whatsoever. I guess Marshall was just upset that Eric gave him an electric razor for Christmas because it was quote-unquote basic. Anyways, Mathilda's now on the island. I told you I'd tell you who my new villager is by the end of this video. If you don't know who Mathilda is, you will see in just a few seconds. We're gonna go check out her house, of course. It's this beautiful house. I really like the purple. I love her house. It's very nice, and I'm so excited for you to meet this new villager on my island, and then we'll go decorate Pom Pom's house afterwards. But anyways, here's Mathilda. She's so cute. I really love her. I've never had a kangaroo villager on my island, and I haven't had a snooty villager since Blanche, which was like 5 months ago. So I'm so happy to have a new villager on my island who is snooty, who, you know, that's one of my favorite personality traits in the game, and I'm so excited to have her. Also, I have a lot of popular villagers on my island. I wanted to get a villager that wasn't loved enough, you know, maybe a little underappreciated, and I want to, you know, instead of, you know, congratulating villagers on being popular, I'm going to start making unpopular villagers popular, ones who I think deserve to be popular. So hopefully Mathilda will be one of the first villagers we can turn into a popular, amazing, beloved villager. Now let's go back to Pom Pom's house. Now Pom Pom's house is overgrown. It is swamped in plants, okay? It's like a Venusaur uses the attack frenzy plant on Pom Pom's house. That's how many plants are all over the place. It's overgrown with flowers, and as much as it's interesting and unique, they needed to go. And I didn't just stop at Pom Pom's house. I went all over the neighborhood. I like to have some of my favorite villagers live next to me. I've had Pom Pom live next to me. I've had Apple in the past. Apple, I moved her house, but I did have Apple live next to me. Now I have Mathilda living next to me, and I have a really nice neighborhood for all my favorite villagers. So I'm going to make it nicer. I think the plants just look a little too gross. I mean, it just looks like I don't keep up with my gardening. So I decided that it's time to fix it. Pom Pom's in the middle of, you know, just walking around watching me redecorate her house. I'm going to continue with this dark dirt pattern. I think it looks really nice. It's my favorite of all of the dirt soil type of patterns. It looks really nice, and it looks really cool when it rains, when it snows. It has this nice glisten to it. It's really unique, and I really like it. Not many people use the patterns except for maybe like the dirt pattern and some sand here and there. So I want to really expand on the palette, and it looks really nice, don't you think? I like walking around my little village here. It looks really nice. So I then saw Mathilda, and she tells me, "Hello there, wee baby." I love her saying so much. I really, really do. It's really nice. Then I saw her again, and she told me something that really stuck with me for the rest of the day. She said staying inside all day would be a terrible waste. So I plan to go for a walk after I edit this video. So thank you for changing my day. You know, that's what I love about Animal Crossing. My villagers actually do impact my day sometimes. They give me good advice. So I found these beautiful Christmas patterns. They're made by this designer named Camilla. You can, you know, go back a few minutes and see the name of the designer. And I really, really, really like these Christmas patterns. I then went to my house and I picked out some items that I wanted to put in front of Pom Pom's house, and I think they look really, really cool. I really like the flowers that I went with. I went with stage lights because she's a peppy villager and she wants to be a star. So imagine walking outside your house every day and seeing these nice flashing lights like you're a superstar. I then put a dollhouse. She seems like the type of villager that would like a dollhouse next to her house. It's like a small version of her own house right next to it. It's kind of cool. And then I also put this item. I put Miss Flamingo. I love that it's Miss Flamingo. It's just fun. It's a fun design with personality. And I also put this in memory of Ketchup. She loved going to the machine and getting some drinks from the machine. So in dedication to her friend Ketchup, a fellow peppy duck, I put that there. And I also crafted a sleigh. I found this DIY the other day, and I thought, why not make a sleigh and put it there too? It's Christmas. It looks nice. And I know this isn't like, wow, the best design you've ever seen your whole entire life, but I think it looks really cute, and it definitely has more personality than it had before. And the island, the area where she lives in, is so much prettier now. She's got all these flowers that were removed, and now they look really nice. The pattern looks nice. All of these flowers that I put right next to her house, everything looks really good, and it looks personal to her too in a way. So let's go see what Pom Pom thinks. She's sitting right next to me, and she said I'm taking a fab break, a fantastic, awesome break. Well, that's awesome. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I think a lot happened in this video. We got a new villager that I love. Pom Pom won a competition. Ketchup left. A lot has happened in the past 20 minutes. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to comment down below your favorite moment. And go check out my last video, the Among Us Challenge video, where I'm giving away Marina. My very own Marina will go on your island, which is so cool that I can give her to a fan and a subscriber. So go check out that video and comment down below on it for a chance to win Marina. With that said, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all of you for watching, and I'll be making Toy Day videos very soon to celebrate. Okay, thanks for watching. Goodbye.